All right, everyone. I hope you guys are ready. It is absolutely crazy the amount of information that just shared with us. I think this is the most in terms of patch notes that we've been given all at once, and the half anniversary celebration on Global is absolutely insane. There is so much stuff to go over. What I wanted to do, though, is I always like to mention the most important stuff at the start. And even though this might seem a little bit out of order, I wanted to get you guys this information here at the start of the video. That is a couple of really important notes. Now, number one here is super huge, especially to those of you guys who are all about resources and efficiency. And this is my note to you guys to save your gold, because we are getting the first time for this equipment pickup draw event. Now, I thought that this event was coming to the game on Global a few weeks ago, but it turns out that it was just the 100% hammer success rate. This time, we're actually getting the other half of it, which is where they actually double the drop rate for SSR equipment in the equipment gacha. Now, the important thing about this is that the hammers are actually included in the SSR equipment section. You can see here that the note is that anvils are considered SR, and they are. The anvils in the draw pool are in the SR draw pool, but the hammers are in the SSR draw pool. So now your chances of getting all SSR draws, which includes the equipments and hammers, is going to be a total of 8% instead of 4%. So this is really, really big, because even though there might not be the salvage event going on at the same time as this, that would be absolute insanity. Because you're getting twice as much gear, you're still going to be getting a whole lot of salvaging materials, brown stones, blue stones, but you're also going to be giving yourself twice the amount of hammers that you get. So this is really, really big, and in terms of value, the amount of gold that you spend doing your equipment draws, because it always costs the same amount of gold anyway, and you're just getting more stuff when this event is active. This is the time to go ham. Like, if you're gonna spend a ton of gold on the gear gacha, this is a great time to do so. So if you guys have been saving up like I have, you guys can see almost 400 million. I'll probably will have over 400 million when this actually drops. It's going to be a great time to stock up. So let's go over these here while I've got this window open. I do have one other important note, and it is good news, and that is that the 900 gem guarantee for Lost Vein Meliodas is on Global. So I know there were some worries about maybe Global having it work a bit differently, or maybe not having it be at 900 gems. Maybe it would be higher. Maybe it would just be different. But the good news is that it does function very similar to the JP version, and you are guaranteed to get a copy of Lost Vein Meliodas at 900 gems, even if you didn't get lucky and you didn't pull him sometime during the actual pulls itself. So, Half Anniversary Festival Part 1 after the maintenance. Now, this is just Part 1 right here, and I know there were actually some leaks, which I don't want to get too much into details about, that might have had some really interesting stuff about even more stuff coming in a couple of weeks. But the other really cool thing is that you actually are going to get a copy of the new Fraldrin without actually having to get lucky on the banner as well, just from the actual festival event itself. If you end up completing all these missions right here, which you should be able to do by the end of the event, you'll be able to end up getting a copy of him or a duplicate of him if you do end up getting him from the polls. So that's very cool right there. You could see the half anniversary reward dungeon is going to be coming to the game as well. So some additional freebies that you can get from that. The Training Grotto spontaneous missions are coming back as well. I remember we had these a little while ago where you ended up getting extra rewards from the training cave just by running it normally. So some extra goodies from that, which is always really nice. Let's see here. Deathmatch, Big Rewards Festival, additional rewards from the Deathmatch, which is always nice. Get more of those ingredients to Limit Break. The Equipment Draw Pickup, which I talked about. That's the awesome one with double hammers, double SSR gear. Hammer Revisal, 100% success rate. This is back pretty quickly. I actually thought it would be a little while before they brought this back. So, you know, if you guys want to go for all-in efficiency, really get the most out of your resources, you want to save the majority of your hammers for when this event rolls around so that you don't waste hammers on that small chance of failure. It's not very big, but there's still a chance of failure there nonetheless. Increased hero success rate, so you get some more value out of your experience potions, getting the super and ultra success. And the social media sharing event is back as well, so that's an additional dungeon key every single day for free. You don't even have to really do anything. If you just click the button, it'll actually give you the dungeon key anyway, so you don't really have to worry about that. Please keep in mind the key will not be sent to your storage, automatically added to your key count. So that is everything there with the Half Anniversary Festival Part 1. Now, there's a ton of stuff to go over. That was just a little bit. You guys could see here, it's basically almost the entire front page is all Half Anniversary related stuff. This right here is more information about Fraudrin, his skills, his abilities, kind of like the Netmarble official showcase of him right there. You've also got Lost Vein Meliodas. This has got the information about the actual banner itself, and this is quite important because we knew that the banner would actually be a bit different because obviously we don't have some of the units that were out on the JP version when Lost Vein Meliodas came out there, and it looks like there are a couple of changes. Unfortunately, no Dariaria. I know a lot of people were looking forward to the possibility that she would be on this banner, but we still have a lot of really good units. Blue Demon Meliodas, Red King, Green Escanor, just off the top of my head right there. I'm really interested in Monspeet, and a couple of others here that I actually still don't have yet because I decided not to go for them because they weren't really at the top of my priority list. So with the amount of pulls I'm going to do on this banner, I am really hoping I'll be able to get at least my first copy of some of those units right there. And you can see you'll gain loyalty points as you draw it. Reaching 900 will guarantee you Lost Vein Meliodas. You're also going to get an additional SSR hero at 300 and 600. So it's not quite like the regular pity system, but the regular pity system only ends up giving you the credit if you do a pull without an SSR. This one should end up giving you credit even if you do a pull that does have an SSR. So, you know, that's one of the reasons why it takes 10 pulls instead of 5, but that's 5 pulls without an SSR, so it probably averages out to like 7 or 8 or so. You know, the rates, I don't want to get too much into the math or the numbers, but there's a lot of stuff going on here, and I'm really, really excited to get into my pulls nonetheless. All right, we'll get into all this stuff here because we got a lot of other things. The Hawk Pass, of course, is coming. And there's also going to be a hero selection ticket available in this Hawk Pass. Very, very cool. I think out of this list right here, my eye just immediately went to the bottom right. I was like, no-brainer for me. Definitely getting that Escanor because I have 5 out of 6 Escanor right now. I just need one more copy to have him maxed out. And I think everybody else I either already have maxed out or they're just not really that high of a priority for me. So if you guys do end up buying the Hawk Pass, you will be able to get the selection ticket for one of these units. I do not know, however, if there is a way to get another one of these selection tickets outside of the Hawk Pass. I have not really looked at these notes too much before recording this video, so I'll keep my eye out for that. But right now, it looks like it's just from the Hawk Pass. But of course, there's a ton of other crazy stuff there as well. You do get some decent freebies, including the Lost Vein Festival banner ticket just from the free version as well. SSR pendant, some decent stuff right there. Alright, Awakened Lillia. Now, this right here, I have a little bit of confusion, and I haven't been able to ask anybody to clarify this because I noticed that, let's see if they actually say it right here. Okay, so Awakened Lillia Disaster Battle. Awakened Lillia will be the same attribute of the boss battles you cleared, can clear 3 times daily. Now, I'm a little bit worried there, and I'm really hoping this can clear 3 times daily is talking about the actual boss fight, like the deathmatch part of it, where you actually fight Awakened Lillia herself. It is not talking about the part that you can actually farm for all those resources. I'm really, really hoping we don't see something happen to like what did with the Attack on Titan collaboration, where, you know, you could definitely say they nerfed it. Sure, they made the rewards better, but you could only end up doing it a couple times per day. You couldn't farm it nonstop for several weeks like people were able to on the JP version. So in essence, the total amount of 5-star Awakening Stones, while they were easier to get, the number of them that you did get, you weren't able to get as many of them because it was limited each day. So I'm not 100% sure. I guess we'll just have to wait until this comes out or somebody has a little bit more clarification about that right there. But with the Awakened Lillia, there's going to be rewards that you can get. The boss battle, of course, is going to give you these exchange materials. You can actually get a copy of Green Lillia herself. You can get some cosmetics for Meliodas there. Part 2 ticket, Awakened Stones. You can get SSR pendants, some really good stuff here. Of course, all the boss materials, anvils, chests, all that sort of stuff. So, pretty cool right there. All right, moving along, we've got the bingo event as well. I mean, there's just so many events that are going to be going on. I love these bingo events. There are so many awesome rewards from this too. Just looking at the anvils, the hammers, the engraving stones, I mean, like, this is the kind of stuff that really, really captures my eyes. If you guys are maybe a little bit newer, it might also be like the SSR pendants, but as you get further along into the game, trust me when I say it's going to be things like the anvils, the hammers, and the engraving stones, which start to capture your eyes even more. But really, really awesome stuff from this. If it's a little bit confusing like the last bingo event was, I will make a separate video guiding you guys exactly the best way to actually go about it so that you don't end up wasting resources, but I'm not too sure. I have a feeling like it's going to be pretty similar to the last one, just have to wait until it comes out, and then maybe I'll make a separate dedicated video about that. Probably won't be a very long video, but I want to make sure that you guys do it properly and don't waste any resources. This is really important for those of you guys who are possibly newer to the game. A whole bunch of costumes are coming back to the game available with diamonds. You can see here the most malevolent sets and also Hauser. So if you want to buy Hauser's weapon again, you will have the opportunity in order to do so. As you can see there, the Eye of the Storm for 30 gems. Probably one of the, if not the best weapons in the game. And even if not for Hauser specifically, any of these units that you see right here, you will be able to buy their cosmetics for gems. Make sure you do so during the actual purchase window, which is the 31st after the maintenance until the 7th. So for 1 week only. Of course, with Lost Fade, Meliodas, and Fraudrin, there's a bunch of new costumes, plenty of opportunities to go whale in, so you guys don't have to worry about that. This doesn't even get into the half anniversary ticket bundles, which are coming up here as well, but just tons of opportunities to spend your gems. And this isn't even getting into the actual pulls for Lost Fade Meliodas himself. Now, this is really cool here, and I'm really glad that they decided to put this out the first week instead of waiting until the second week, where it is considered to be a bit more scummy, because what they could have done is waited until the second week to actually put this out. And this is like the diamond payback event, where you end up getting rewards simply by spending diamonds. And I'm guessing a good amount of you guys are going to be pulling for Lost Fade Meliodas and spending diamonds during this time anyway. So you're going to be able to get a good amount of rewards back, including some tickets for Lost Fade Meliodas, and also at SSR Part 2 tickets, Anvil's Hammers, all the usual good stuff. And if they waited until until the second week, what that would have meant is all the people who did their pulls for Lost Fade right away, they wouldn't have ended up getting credit for this, and it just would have felt really lame. I believe they've done that before on the JP version of the game. I know other games who resort to tactics like that, so it's really awesome to once again see Netmarble and Grand Cross Global take the player-friendly approach and release this during the first week when they know everybody's going to be spending their gems and diamonds anyway, so you'll be able to get credit to it. So really, really happy about that. Let's see, here is the whale part of the video right here, the 6 half anniversary celebration bundles. So plenty of opportunities to spend your gems, but also plenty of opportunities to buy gems with real money as well as buying tickets. Now, in terms of me personally, I'll have to take a look at the actual value of these myself. Typically, it depends on my monthly budget. It depends on how much I've already spent that month. But I like to see them have a good value. Like, I don't just buy everything. I'm not that kind of whale. I don't buy the BOGO packs or any of that sort of stuff. I only buy things that have good value, and that's the amount of gems worth of stuff that you get per the dollar that you spent. So I like to see it be, you know, like over 4.5 to 5 before I even consider spending my money. And that's a pretty difficult number to get to. So, you know, if these don't really make sense to buy, then I'm just not going to buy them. And that's kind of how I approach pretty much everything when it comes to spending purchases. Looks like you can actually buy a bundle with Gowther as well. So that's pretty interesting right there. And then there's the special upgrade bundles. Boss materials, probably would stay away from this sort of stuff because these are all materials that you could just end up farming in-game anyway, and typically the price that they charge for that kind of stuff just isn't really worth it. So, and of course we've got the September week 1 event schedule as well, so you can see here that we do indeed have a week of no half stamina events. The next half stamina event isn't going to be starting until a week from today, which is September 7th, and then we'll be going through a week of half stamina. So you guys get to enjoy all the craziness, all the events right now without having to worry about missing out on time spending the half stamina event. So that's pretty much a wrap up. Lots of stuff. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am. Wanted to mention all this stuff, go over it, and you guys can be rest assured that as soon as the servers are up, I will be doing my pulls for Lost Fade Meliodas. By the way, if you guys are wondering how I'm logged in, the servers are actually down. I just haven't clicked any buttons on my screen to cause the game to kick me out so I can record this video. So not any kind of crazy magic secrets or anything like that. I've just been standing here very still, not clicking anything, just for the background to record this video. Anyway, that's going to be about it for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did and you want more videos like this in the future, consider subscribing to the channel. Feel free to toss a quick like. It means more than you can imagine, so thank you so much to all of you guys who decided to do that. And more Grand Cross Global videos should be popping up on the screen right about now, or in the suggested videos to your right or below. Feel free to check them out. But if not, until next time, take care, everyone. Have a great day. This is Salt of the Salty Guild, signing out.